kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to run it. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Hits him in stride at the tap. And it's in for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Hart. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, what a great job by the defense. Seeing the bubble, reacting to it right now. And what do you got to do? You got to make open field tackles when that bubble gets there. Nice job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. A run for the quarterback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Tempo and overdrive.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. They want to run this quarterback. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Hart. Got his man quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Bring in the heat. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
This guy just has enough. The end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They want to run it left here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
The quick passing game does several things. One, It doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage.
He'll take the deep shot. Brings it down on the right side. Turning on the Jets. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The away team has a slight lead. They play a fun brand of football. Let's see if they can close this one out.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to pass, it's Hart. He's going for it all. Pulls it in on the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Puts it out of the air.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. On target. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end and makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Going with the ground game left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Reads it, fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Unloads quickly. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Dropping back, it's Hart. Looking to the big tight end. He caught it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Rushes on him. The quick out. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want in your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got the quick pass. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense. Gonna let it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. The 10. To the house. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Pressure coming. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's going for a big play downfield. Reels it in down the left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Oh, The attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half.
Take this one away.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25.
On the set.
Starting this third quarter on the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Hart. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Quick completion on the out. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
On first and 10 from the 38. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
42 Spider.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running into the open space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
With jet sweep pass. Finds some fresh air. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So
Oh, he's got some space. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll throw on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll try it over the left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
It's complete on the right side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it on the counter. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running this.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Cherry. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down. Going to take a shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Off play action on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Here comes the heat. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Firing to the right, complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Cricket.
Finds the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Turning it on. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you've got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this.